What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. This is basically part 2 of the series where I'm showing you guys exactly how I did multi six figures in profit reselling name brand items on Amazon, and also how I've taught hundreds of people how to start and scale their business. So the first thing we're going to talk about, this whole video, this is a part 2 version. If you don't know what Amazon FBA is, if you don't know how to start, right? If you don't know the basic steps to start, make sure you watch the video before. Watch that video and come back to this video. Today, I'm gonna be talking about the needle movers. Over here, we got the needle movers that's made me thousands of dollars in profit and helped me scale to my business to those multi, 60, 70, 80K months. And in this video, I'm gonna be going in depth about all of these. The number one thing I wanna talk about is leveraging credit, right? Leveraging credit is one of the most important things, and every Amazon seller, 90% of the Amazon sellers that you see that are doing these, 100K months, 150K a month, they're leveraging 0% APR credit cards, right? If you don't know about this, you are at a disadvantage, and this video is gonna change that. The reason I love to chase 0% APR cards is because you could get a high limit, $20, $30, $40, $50,000, and you don't have to pay that back. It's 0% APR for 12 months. So let's just say, right, you spend $10,000 on inventory, and to sell through and get your money back, it takes a month and a half or 2 months, right? You wouldn't have that pressure of paying back your credit card or doing everything like that. So you'd be able to leverage out tens of $20,000, $1,000 using the bank's money, right? Leveraging the bank's money to make a 30, 40% return on that investment, right? And that's what all these people that are scaling, that are doing these crazy numbers, that is what they were doing. It's gonna get to a point where capital is just gonna be a big issue, and you don't want capital to be a reason why you're not printing money online. Everyone that's crushing it right now, that's scaled from 0 to 100K fast, has leveraged 0% APR credit cards. It's generally one of the highest leverage tasks that you could do, and it's definitely one of the needle movers. The second needle mover I wanna talk about is number 2. This is the highest ROI investment ever, right? This is where you turn a little side hustle into an actual business, right? You're hiring employees for your business, right? Let's just say, you're spending 8 hours sourcing products and 4 hours boxing up orders, right? We need more sourcing. We need to find more products, right? We just got that credit card. We just got that 0% APR credit card. We need to spend more inventory, and we need to spend more money on inventory, and we don't have enough leads. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna hire a virtual assistant from the Philippines. The website that you're gonna use is Online Jobs. Make sure you write that down. Online Jobs. And with this virtual assistant, what you're gonna do, this is some sauce over here because I see a lot of these people struggle having to hire virtual assistant, hire virtual assistant, fire. What you're going to do, you're gonna make a job for them, and you're gonna say, this is exactly what you're gonna say, I want a personal assistant to help me with my e-commerce business. Because what these virtual assistants from the Philippines do, they stack up jobs with different Amazon sellers, because they could just recycle, the same leads over and over and again. So they could work for 5 different Amazon sellers and provide the same leads to all 5 Amazon sellers. So to avoid that, you're gonna do, what you're going to do is you're going to say, I want a personal assistant. Your VA should know nothing about Amazon, nothing. She should know basic information. She shouldn't know anything about product research, anything like that, right? And after you do that, you're gonna train her like you're training a 5th grade baby. This is one of the highest ROI things that you're gonna do in your life. I've been with our virtual assistant for 1.5 years now. And the thing is, they're very loyal, they're great people, and you're actually helping them out a ton because you're paying them $300 to $400 a month every month. That's a doctor's salary in their time. I know my virtual assistant, he was able to, get a car, get good housing. So it's a win-win situation. And really creating that relationship with a virtual assistant, having someone that's motivated to work for you it's gonna be one of the most important things that you could do, right? So getting a virtual assistant, he's gonna do product research, he's gonna do all your admin work, all your customer service, literally everything that you need to do. As long as you can teach him it, he can do it. Handling emails, reaching out to distributors, anything the virtual assistant can do. It's one of the highest ROI things you can do. If you get that down, if you learn how to train your VA, right? But the thing is, some people try to delegate and get a virtual assistant too early. If you can't source yourself, how are you gonna teach someone else how to find products for you? It just doesn't make sense, right? So make sure, you're at that 10, 20, 30K a month range, and you're actually making profit, and you actually understand the ins and outs of Amazon product research. Third thing, right? I have my products, right? I have the capital, leveraging the 0% APR cards. I have an influx of, products coming in because of virtual assistant. So now it's like, I'm either at my storage unit, maybe you have a warehouse, or maybe I'm at my house, and I'm like, bro, I'm boxing up all these orders for hours, Sure, I'm making money, but how am I gonna scale? Like, how am I gonna 2X this? Can't 2X my workload. And that is where you're gonna go into the prep center. Getting a prep center is one of the highest leverage things you could do. Prep center is basically a third-party logistics where you send your inventory, you send your products and everything over to them, and they will handle fulfillment, right? They'll receive your products, package it up, and send it to Amazon. So this is where it gets passive. This is where you're in Dubai. This is where you're in these other countries, spending money on inventory that you're online virtual assistant has given to you, and you're just sending it to a prep center. This is computer lifestyle. This is where you're just on your MacBook and you're making money because you're not touching any inventory. You're not doing any grunt work anymore, becoming an actual business owner. So prep center, super important. I've partnered up with a prep center for my students. They get the best prices in America. Number 4 is obviously networking, right? You're one piece of information away from changing your whole life, right? Stuff I learned from just putting myself out there, you know, building a personal brand, doing all this, it's changed everything. The best thing you could do for yourself is just hang around people that are just motivated, doing better than you, because you can learn so much. That's why I've created Two Nice Profits. Just group of people that want to scale, upgrade their lives. You know, there's so many cooks, everyone can eat. The Amazon pie is humongous, right? Don't think it's just, I have to make 100K and I have to gatekeep all my secrets. No, I'm telling you, it's not enjoyable doing that, right? It's one of the worst things you could do. Number 5 is just building up your skill set, right? You have to learn how to do product research. You have to actually invest into your skill set. The fastest way to get to 10K a month is just by learning from someone that's already done 10K a month. It's that easy. An issue that would have took you probably like 2 hours, 3 hours because you don't understand it, it'll probably take him like 10 minutes because he's faced that issue multiple times before, right? These are the 5 things that are gonna move the needle and get you those 50, 60, 70, 80K months. I make it sound so simple right now, but it is a thorough step process, and you have to understand that if it was easy, everyone would do it. But I promise you guys, if you guys follow these 5 steps over here, you're gonna be closer to your goal. Make sure you guys write all this down. And that's gonna be pretty much the end of the video. Make sure you guys join the free Discord community in the bio. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe if you actually got some value from this video. And if you follow everything in this video, there's no reason why you shouldn't, 2x your Amazon business. If you guys wanna apply to work with me to see how we could start or scale your Amazon business, I'm gonna drop the link down in the bio, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one.